What if Christopher Columbus, aka Cristobal Colon, hadn't discovered America on this day in 1492? Well, of course, as the History Channel reminds us, that's a trick question, because A, Columbus actually never set foot on North America in his lifetime, and B, the islands of the Bahamas, Cuba, and Hispaniola, today's Haiti and the Dominican Republic, where he landed, already had people living there. Ah, historiography, you are a fickle mistress. I ask that question because today's digest is What If? It's about our also human tendency to speculate about the road not taken. I think society finds itself asking what if now because it's tempting, given the effed up state of affairs in the world today, to imagine alternate outcomes. And also because we finally have the technological ability to create really vivid versions of those potential alternate realities. Technologies used to ask what if very creatively by the Museum of the Phantom City, a project that was just written up in the New York Times. Created by design firm Cheng and Snyder, the museum is actually an application that lets you tour a version of New York City that imagines what Manhattan would look like if various visionary designs had actually been built there. What fascinates us about asking what if is actually a phenomenon from chaos theory called disambiguation. It's better known in pop culture as the butterfly effect. Not to be confused with a bad Ashton Kutcher movie, it's the notion that one small change in initial conditions could produce a huge difference in the eventual outcome. That gives me a great idea for a screenplay. Guy travels back in time, changes a few things, and then comes back to the future. This one is going to be big! National Geographic has a blog by writer Andrew Carroll, who is traveling through all 50 states of the US to document forgotten historical places. For example, he's visited the block in New York where Winston Churchill was struck and nearly killed by a car in 1931. Imagining what if that event had turned out differently could provide at least a dissertation's worth of speculation. Now, of course, asking what if is incredibly fertile ground for literature, since changing one condition can produce an entirely new narrative. Ian Banks's newest, Transition, posits the question, what if there were multiverses, parallel universes, and it was possible to jump back and forth between them? Our world of September 11th and the Wall Street meltdown would be just one among many possible realities. I've just started this one, but so far it's a great read from a master of literary science fiction. Finally, Mental Floss takes a look at what Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs would have been like if Disney had gone with some of its initial dwarf names, like Chesty, Daffy, or my favorite, Awful. Hey, Snow White, you come on, you give us a little kiss. Now don't get upset, there is no need to ask yourself what if Digest didn't exist. I will be back tomorrow with an all-new webisode. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you then.